So I see a lot of people getting really into self-isolation, and as someone who's been practicing it for their whole life, I wanted to share some advice and tips on how to get it done. With this method, I was able to self-isolate for 2 weeks straight, and have been able to achieve my goal of beating Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. But now there's a virus going around, so maybe this shit will actually be useful. Practicality. So the main problem with staying home for a week is that you're still a real person and need to make money so you don't fucking die. If you can't work from home, start a YouTube channel and hope that you can monetize it before you get burnout. As a student, this problem is relevant to me because I make no money anyway, and I've decided a long time ago to stop wasting money on anything that isn't beer or cool looking socks. The panic is definitely starting to set in. It now feels weird that we just stared at Italy catch fire and burn, and we didn't expect the fire to spread at all. But now people are feeling it. Last week I heard my roommate cough, and now I've halted all interactions with him and blocked him on Facebook. There are some basic guidelines to prevent the spread of the virus, including using tissue paper, washing your hands, and government-endorsed dabbing. Other advice given is to have limited social contact and try and sleep alone, if possible. This just feels like a personal insult. The Dutch Prime Minister recently decided to ban handshakes just before giving several handshakes, which shows you the level of the people keeping the situation under control. Meanwhile in the UK, everything's business as usual. The more savvy of you will see an opportunity in the madness. Cheap Corona beers and a vacation for the price of dead. What's a 1 in 100 chance of death compared to a sweet 25% discount? Win-win scenario. Social. Some people struggle with not getting their daily social download. But other people, including me, basically see this as the ideal holiday where people are actively avoiding being near you. I recently remembered that through the magic of the internet, I can interact with hundreds of old friends and family members, reconnect with people I've lost touch with, and get to know new people as well. Not that I've ever done this or ever plan to, it's just a thought. My flatmates have all left to go home, so not only is the internet usable for the first time ever, but I can record this video without feeling like a fucking loser, just looking like one. If you have any family members you really don't want to see, now's the perfect time to say you're gonna come visit next week, but can't. What a shame indeed. Somehow, despite being locked in your room for a whole week, you're still too distracted to do any reading or any meaningful work at all. Don't fret, the whole world is basically doing the same. Why not enjoy yourself? Video games are a great way to pass the time, and getting drunk by yourself is a pinnacle of being cool. Hygiene. You can choose what kind of self-isolated person you want to be. You could take control of your environment around you, cleaning every inch of the room to perfection non-stop. Or you could be one with nature and let the trash pile around you, creating a whole new toxic biome. I ask you this question. If a tree falls and no one's there to hear it, does it make a sound? If a room stinks of pizza and no one's there to smell it, does it make a smell? With clothing, not only is there no pressure from society to look good, but there's no pressure to wear clothes at all. My ass hasn't had so much airtime since I was 3. I should get my curtains fixed though. As the hero that I am, I refuse to risk my flatmate's health by taking out the trash or doing any housework whatsoever. Sucks for them. Economy. Turns out, when the country you relied on for making everything stops making everything, then you start to run out of everything. As someone studying towards a degree in economics, I can use my expert opinion to tell you the economy is a little fucked right now. In places like the UK, this isn't really anything new. But you know things are getting problematic when the football stops, because that's all we really had going for us. At least I can rest easy now. I can pretend Liverpool only won the title because the league stopped, and not because they went 44 consecutive games unbeaten. Health. Of course, number one priority is your health. Be sure to be eating and drinking enough over this time. To do this, you must prioritize yourself over others. Who knows how long you're going to be isolated for? Better purchase all the toilet roll at the supermarket instead of any food. As long as you hoard the toilet paper, when society breaks down, you'll be able to rise up for your underground toilet paper ring. It's better to buy non-perishables because they don't perish. Obviously, you dumb cunt. This means I'll have to remove all fruit and vegetables from my diet. Oh, the humanity. To get enough physical exercise done, there are many different techniques to simulate your body, but I generally prefer YouPorn. When you've been in your room for so long, time tends to do its own thing. Sometimes I'll watch the whole Lord of the Rings in 10 minutes, and the other days I'll be waiting for the internet to work for several years, so try your best to keep sane. It's hard not to be swept up in the panic sometimes, but everything's going to be alright in the end. The basic gist is, keep calm, be smart, and don't be an asshole. If you're sick, stay home, keep clean, and don't expose yourself to the elderly.